Elon Musk has once again shaken up the automotive market with an unexpected announcement. The introduction of the Tesla Model Q, a new compact electric car with a surprising starting price of just $17,999. This strategy represents a significant shift for Tesla, a company that has previously stood out for its high-end, high-value vehicles. But will this model actually come to fruition? For years, Musk has ruled out the possibility of an affordable Tesla, preferring to invest in advanced technologies such as autonomous driving and premium models. However, this view appears to be changing, and the Model Q could become a reality very soon. The electric vehicle market has never been so competitive, and Tesla may be preparing a strategic move to conquer the entry-level segment. The goal is clear: to launch an affordable and competitive electric car capable of attracting consumers who have not yet made the transition to EVs. To do so, it will need to overcome challenges that have already caused other automakers to retreat, such as high production costs and the difficulty of maintaining profit margins on cheaper models. Even so, if there is one thing that Tesla has demonstrated over the years, it is its ability to innovate in production processes and efficiency, reducing costs without compromising quality. The big question is, to what extent can this new model be truly affordable without losing the features that make a Tesla Tesla? The announcement took many by surprise, as the company has never launched vehicles in this price range. Although Tesla has expanded its lineup in recent years, it has always maintained high prices, justifying them with cutting-edge technologies and high performance. Now, with a compact electric car under $18,000, the brand may be about to revolutionize the market, making EVs even more popular. However, will this strategy be effective? Tesla is not alone in competing in the affordable electric segment. Chinese manufacturers have advanced with efficient and low-cost models, while traditional automakers are also investing in more affordable alternatives. Therefore, to stand out, the Model Q will need to go beyond price and offer differentials that make it truly attractive. Another crucial factor is the 2025 launch schedule. While Tesla has a history of delays, the company has also demonstrated ability to accelerate projects when necessary. If it wants to dominate the compact electric segment, Tesla needs to act fast and ensure that the Model Q hits the market at the right time. The challenge is great. Can the company meet the deadline, or will this be another case of promises left unfulfilled? For years, the idea of an affordable Tesla seemed unlikely. Musk himself has repeatedly dismissed the idea, arguing that the company's focus was on full autonomy and high-performance models. However, rumors began to circulate, fueling speculation among Tesla fans about a possible compact, fuel-efficient EV. The uncertainty increased when Musk revealed the concept of the Cybercab, a futuristic vehicle designed for an autonomous ride-hailing service, raising questions about whether Tesla was still considering launching a more affordable model for the general public. This shift in focus led many to believe that an affordable Tesla would never come to market. However, Tesla has a unique history of strategic pivots. Projects that were seemingly abandoned end up resurfacing in surprising ways, and the Model Q may follow the same path. Recent reports suggest that Tesla has never completely ruled out the Model Q idea, but has chosen to keep it out of the spotlight until the time is right to move forward. Chinese media sources have been revealing new information that reinforces the existence of the project, and the indications that development is underway are becoming increasingly evident. One of the most reliable signals came from Travis Axelrod, Tesla's director of investor relations. During a call with shareholders, he reportedly mentioned that the Model Q was still part of the company's plans, suggesting that its development was taking place behind the scenes. This statement was enough to reignite speculation and generate a new wave of reports about the future vehicle. The evidence gained even more strength during a Deutsche Bank 2024 meeting, an event where major automakers discussed industry trends. According to a report obtained by the Wall Street Journal, the Model Q was one of the main topics of discussion, with predictions pointing to a launch as early as the first half of 2025. This shorter-than-usual timeline suggests that the model may be in an advanced stage of production, which increases the chances that Tesla will present to the public as a vehicle almost ready for production, a strategy similar to that adopted with the Model S. One of the most intriguing aspects of this news is, without a doubt, the price, $17,999 for a Tesla seems hard to believe, especially considering the brand's history of premium vehicles. However, this does not seem to be just a marketing ploy, but rather a strategic shift to make electric cars more accessible to a much larger audience. Furthermore, with incentives from the United States government, the final price could fall even further, making the Model Q a game changer in the industry. But how does Tesla intend to offer such an affordable EV without compromising its identity? The answer may lie in extreme cost optimization. The company has already demonstrated its ability to reduce costs without sacrificing performance, and in the case of the Model Q, this should happen in several ways. Expected strategies include more efficient production, the use of cheaper materials, and a simplified design. Tesla has invested in innovative manufacturing methods, such as gigacasting, which allows it to drastically reduce the number of chassis parts. With fewer components, there are fewer assembly steps, less labor required, and consequently, a significant reduction in production costs. If this approach is applied to the Model Q, Tesla could really surprise the market with an affordable and competitive electric vehicle. If this technology is applied to the Model Q, Tesla could save millions in mass production. A key factor in keeping costs down is the battery, which represents the most expensive part of an electric vehicle. To address this challenge, Tesla has invested heavily in lithium iron phosphate (LFP) batteries, a more affordable and durable alternative to traditional nickel-based batteries. Despite having a lower energy density, these batteries stand out for their low cost and longevity, making them a viable solution for a more affordable car. If the Model Q adopts this technology, Tesla could significantly reduce production costs without excessively compromising the vehicle's range. Another major benefit of LFP batteries is that they can be charged up to 100% without compromising their useful life, which could appeal to consumers concerned about long-term durability. The Model Q's estimated price suggests that Tesla may cut some premium features from its more expensive models. Items like luxurious interiors, advanced audio systems, and even some sensors could be removed to reduce costs. This approach would not be unprecedented for the company. More affordable versions of the Model 3, for example, were released without radar sensors and would reduce sound insulation to reduce production costs. In the case of the Model Q, Tesla may adopt an even more minimalist approach, eliminating any elements that are not essential for an efficient and affordable electric car. Even with these simplifications, the impact of a cheaper Tesla could be huge. The high initial cost has always been a major barrier to mass adoption of electric vehicles. Many consumers would like to make the transition to an EV, but the initial investment still weighs on their budget. With a price tag of under $18,000, the Model Q has the potential to completely change that, making electric vehicles a viable option for a much wider audience. Furthermore, if Tesla can keep ownership costs low, something it already does with its supercharger network and reduced maintenance, this model could become one of the best-selling in the company's history. While its affordability is eye-catching, one of the most intriguing aspects of the Model Q is its design. It appears to share its platform with the Cybercab, an autonomous electric mobility concept that Tesla has been quietly developing. But what does this mean in practice? Basically, this strategy could reduce costs, speed up production, and make the Model Q one of the brand's most innovative vehicles. The decision to share platforms makes sense from an engineering perspective. Tesla has always sought to standardize components and simplify manufacturing, an approach it has already taken with the Model 3 and Model Y, which share much of their structure. If the Model Q inherits the Cybercab's underpinnings, it could benefit from significant advances in energy efficiency, aerodynamics, and software integration. This also raises a possibility that the car will be designed from the ground up with a focus on autonomy, a concept that Elon Musk has repeatedly emphasized as the future of Tesla. Another key detail is the battery configurations. Reports indicate that the Model Q will be offered in two versions, a 53 kilowatt-hours and a 75 kilowatt-hour version, providing a range of up to 300 miles. While this range is not as impressive as that of Tesla's premium models, it is more than sufficient for a compact car aimed at urban use. Furthermore, the range is comparable to that of many electric sedans on the market, ensuring competitiveness without the need for an oversized and expensive battery. The powertrain is also a crucial factor. The Model Q is expected to come in two options: a single-motor version focused on efficiency and affordability, and a dual-motor all-wheel drive variant that will offer superior performance with improved acceleration and traction. If the design prioritizes lightness and efficiency, even the most basic version could provide a nimble and engaging driving experience. The expected design approach for the Model Q will follow the trend of Tesla's latest models, characterized by a minimalist and functional interior. As with the Model 3 and Model Y, the vehicle will likely not feature a traditional instrument panel, centralizing all functions on a touchscreen in the center of the dashboard. Although this decision initially generated controversy, it has become a standard in the Tesla lineup. In addition, there is speculation that the Model Q may eliminate the physical gear selector, replacing it with a fully digital system. If these predictions come true, the new model will not only be Tesla's most affordable, but also one of the company's most innovative. However, it remains to be seen whether these changes will meet public expectations. Another technological advancement that could be incorporated into the Model Q is the simplification of its electrical system. Tesla has been testing an architecture based on wireless connections, where several vehicle commands are transmitted digitally, drastically reducing the need for cables and wires. This innovation not only reduces the weight of the car, but also reduces manufacturing costs and improves system reliability. If this technology is implemented, the Model Q could become one of the most efficient cars ever produced by the automaker. To make the Model Q an affordable car without compromising quality, Tesla intends to adopt a new manufacturing method called the unbox process. This revolutionary approach could transform the way electric vehicles are assembled, reducing costs, speeding up production, and increasing efficiency. Unlike the traditional assembly line model, where the car is built piece by piece in a linear sequence, the unbox process relies on modular production. This means that essential parts, such as a chassis, body, and interior, are assembled separately and joined together only at the final stage of the process. This strategy eliminates several repetitive steps from conventional manufacturing, significantly reducing the time required to assemble each vehicle. Tesla has already experimented with a similar concept with the Cybertruck, but is now looking to take this innovation to the next level. In addition to speeding up production, this method reduces operating costs. In traditional factories, vehicles go through several assembly and disassembly stages, which require time and resources. With the unbox process, each component arrives ready to be integrated into the car, eliminating additional adjustments and reducing the need for complex infrastructure. This efficiency will be crucial to maintaining healthy profit margins without increasing the final price of the Model Q. Another benefit of this strategy is the ability to customize modules separately. This means that different versions of the Model Q can be assembled without major changes to production line. If Tesla wants to launch a variant with a larger battery, all-wheel drive, or even a specific model for fleets, it can simply replace certain modules without having to redesign the entire vehicle. This flexibility will allow the company to quickly serve different markets while keeping costs low. Tesla is also investing in reducing the number of components, aiming for a car with fewer moving parts, less wiring, and a more integrated structure. This approach could increase the durability and reliability of the Model Q in the long term. One of the main areas of optimization will be the elimination of conventional electrical systems, following the concept used in the Cybertruck. The Model Q could adopt wireless technology for internal functions, such as lighting and sensors, making the vehicle lighter and simplifying its maintenance. Finally, Tesla is exploring the potential of full automation in manufacturing. The more automated the process, the less human intervention will be required, which could result in greater precision in assembly, less waste of materials, and, consequently, more efficient production. If these innovations are successfully implemented, the Model Q could not only redefine the standard for affordable electric vehicles, but also cement Tesla as a benchmark for innovation in the automotive industry. Tesla already uses advanced robotics to optimize a production line, but the unbox process could take this efficiency to a new level. The modular design allows each part of the vehicle to be assembled and tested separately, making it easier to detect defects before final assembly. This can significantly reduce manufacturing defects and minimize the need for rework, ensuring a more consistent quality standard without increasing costs. The company is about to make a major shift in its manufacturing strategy, and all evidence suggests that Giga Shanghai will play a central role in the future of the Model Q. The factory is already a key pillar of Tesla's global production, responsible for a large portion of its exports to Europe and other international markets. Now, there are indications that the Chinese facility is being repurposed to manufacture the new $17,999 compact electric vehicle. If this information is true, Tesla could be preparing for a massive increase in production, making this affordable model a viable reality. The first signs of this transition came when the company began to accelerate the liquidation of its Model Y inventory in China. Reports indicate that Tesla offered discounts and financial incentives to move the units quickly and free up space on the assembly line. Additionally, the Model Y long range has been removed from the lineup, leaving only a few configurations available, a decision that suggests an imminent shift in production. If Tesla is indeed reconfiguring Giga Shanghai to build the Model Q, it suggests the project may be further along than expected. Another relevant clue came from Bloomberg, which reported a partial shutdown at Giga Shanghai between January 22nd and February 14th. These pauses usually happen when structural changes are needed on the assembly line, and the timing of this interruption is quite suggestive. Officially, Tesla justified the temporary closure as part of the introduction of the Model Y Juniper, an updated version of the SUV. However, it is highly likely that these adaptations are also being made to prepare the factory for the Model Q. If this is confirmed, the launch could happen earlier than expected. Typically, when an automaker starts modifying production, it means that the vehicle is already in the final stages of development and can be presented to the public at any time. Tesla has a habit of not revealing prototypes in advance. A strategy that could make sense if the intention is to make a big splash with an announcement close to the production phase, something that has happened before with the Model Y. Furthermore, choosing Giga Shanghai to manufacture the Model Q is an economically strategic decision. China has one of the most efficient manufacturing ecosystems in the world, especially in production of electronic components and batteries. This will allow Tesla to keep manufacturing costs much lower than in the US or Europe, ensuring that the final price of the vehicle remains within the promised range. Another determining factor is the Chinese market itself. As the largest market for electric vehicles in the world, China has a rapid adoption of compact and affordable models. If the Model Q is initially produced in Giga Shanghai, it could be launched first in China before reaching the US and European markets. Tesla has already adopted this strategy with other models, which makes sense if the company wants to test the acceptance of the car in a highly competitive environment before expanding globally. However, the success of the Model Q will depend not only on production efficiency, but also on Tesla's ability to compete in the Chinese market. Companies such as BYD, NIO, and XPeng already dominate the affordable electric vehicle segment, offering competitive prices and innovative technologies. To stand out, Tesla will need to balance cost, range, performance, and user experience. If it can strike this balance, the automaker will not only capture a significant share of the market, but will also put even more pressure on Western manufacturers who are still struggling to offer affordable EVs. The arrival of a compact, mass-produced Tesla at Giga Shanghai could have a huge impact. In addition to cementing Tesla's presence in the entry-level EV segment, this strategy could force competitors to lower their prices and accelerate their innovations. This domino effect could benefit not only Chinese consumers, but the entire global EV market,